Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Willow Tree Kitchen.
Willow Tree Kitchen is a one-woman owned and operated bakery currently slinging delicious vegan cookies, mixes, and baked goods out of Kitchen Local in Amesbury, Mass.
Follow Willow Tree Kitchen _ on Instagram or go to their website at willowtreekitchen.com for more.
Greetings, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends. Welcome to Spoiler Sleepover, part of the Nerdcat Network. Join your hosts, Jason, Michael, and Rob, as they bring you on a slash-tastic adventure through cinema. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
It's Rob.
And Jason Michael.
We're here. We're
That's
back.
right. Yes.
Very special episode.
Oh, I'm so excited for
This
this.
is really cool.
We've been talking about this for quite some time, and now it's happening.
Yeah. We have two amazing podcasters from another amazing spoiler podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same thing we do, but they do 2 episodes.
They're showing us up is what's happening.
Oh, always.
Yes.
Yeah. But they watch the more fucked up side of shit. We've been pussyfooting around a lot of this shit since we started. And this is something that you and I have talked about doing for a really long time.
Yes.
So we're finally fucking doing it. And we're doing it with the most brutal horror podcast out there.
Brutal.
The Dead Body Bathtub Podcast.
Hell yeah.
So we have Germaine and Mike here with us. We are
Hello.
fucking amped. How are you guys doing?
Hello. We're doing great. We're ready to go to the Clown Cafe with you guys.
Yeah. I was just pissing him off by singing the song before we started.
It's just so haunting.
It's
I love it.
earworm.
It is.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's been stuck in my head all day. I've been driving my coworkers nuts today. So before we jump into anything spoiler-wise, we're going to do a little what's been keeping us up at night. And seeing as you guys are here with us, what's been keeping you guys up at night?
Jermaine, I'm going to kick it over to you first. Usually you kick it over to me. I'm going to let you,
Oh,
you
man.
take it away.
Okay, listen, guys. This is a little different. This isn't in the horror universe. Have you guys seen the movie Tiptoes?
No, I've heard of it,
Heard
though.
of it? Oh man. It's from the early 2000s. Definitely worth a watch. Gary Oldman, Matthew McConaughey, Kate Beckinsale. Gary Oldman plays a dwarf badly, like on his knees, and you can see his knee. You guys, he's got
It's like that.
prosthetics.
It's like that where you're kneeling in your shoes and you're just scooting around on the ground.
No, it is that literally. It's
Oh,
so-
my
it's-
God.
It's incredible. It's like a rom-com, and like Kate Beckinsale and Matthew McConaughey accidentally get pregnant, and Matthew McConaughey is like, by the way, my whole family is dwarfs, and so now there's this whole like, I can't express to you how fucking wild this
I don't
movie
think
is.
I'm not going to seek this one out. I'm not going to
You
lie to
should. No, you have to. Worth it. Worth a watch.
I'll look it up for sure.
I just want to see Gary Oldman slinking around like he's a little kid
gotta.
trying to act smaller.
It makes me
Yeah,
think
got
of John Leguizamo in
Yeah.
what is it, Moulin Rouge.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's worse if you can. I mean, so
God.
check it out.
All right, we'll do. What is it streaming on?
I don't remember. I think I watched it on Amazon, but I can't. It's something readily available, but I think it might be Amazon.
And Jermaine, you also just read Joyce Carol Oates. Probably want to shout that out, unless you didn't like Zombie.
Oh, that's right. I haven't finished it. I still have like 2 or 3 pages left. I haven't gone the full mile there, but yeah, just finished up Zombie. Pretty wild.
Great fucking
Unexpected.
book. Highly
Did not-
recommend Zombie.
Yeah, very good. And it's just so she's great. And I was blown away. Like, look at this sweet little old lady, and then reading like, oh my God, what?
I'm mentally scarred now, and emotionally.
But that's it.
Mike,
Nice.
what have you been
Yeah,
up to? What have you been keeping you up at night, Mike?
Yes, I just watched on Halloween night. My fiance and I watched The Body Snatcher from 1945 with Boris Karloff. Great
Yeah.
fucking movie. Highly recommend The Body Snatcher. We had a great time watching that. And I saw Killers of the Flower Moon on my birthday, had to, and I found it to be really exceptional. And honestly, felt like a horror film to me, so I feel like that's relevant to this. In terms of reading, I haven't been reading. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to read 120 Days of Sodom, and it honestly fucked me up so much I stopped reading it. It was like making me too uncomfortable. So I I had to get out of there. But I recently read a book called Every 12 Seconds, which is about a guy who went undercover and started working at a slaughterhouse for a couple of months, and that really certainly will keep you up at night if you're sensitive to those topics. So,
Oh, damn.
in the horror vein, those are the things I've been checking out.
Nice. What's been keeping you up at night? Because I normally go first.
Yeah, it's
Because I have a list.
yeah.
I don't today.
Really?
I've been way too busy, dude.
Yeah,
Way
same,
too busy.
Same. It's been a very busy week for the both of us combined. But more specifically for me is every October for like the past 4 years, I've been watching a Halloween or horror scary movie every day for all 31 days. Sometimes it's like, all right, it's late o'clock at night. Put on a quick little Scooby-Doo short, and then we're good.
Yep.
Call
Yes.
it.
Preach.
But recently, of course, the last 4 days, I know it's going to be a hot topic, and I'm perfectly okay with it. I love the new canon of Halloween, as you can wonderfully see, hopefully without the LED lights. But it was Halloween 18, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, and then, of course, on the big day itself, Halloween 1978.
Nice.
So watching all those, watching the two movies we're about to talk about,
Yep.
and reliving the haunting horror that is Art the Clown, and I love it.
Yes.
Other than that, as of the day that we are recording this, I believe it's the day that we're recording this that it came out, but the second season of Invincible.
Oh, shit, that dropped?
Yep. The first episode came out. And I don't know if you've seen it on Prime. It's a Robert Kirkman, old comic book. And,
old.
well, it's a comic book that Robert Kirkman made that wasn't as popular as The Walking Dead, possibly. But either way, real gritty superhero stuff. Like, J.K. Simmons plays the main bad guy.
I'm
and he
sold.
Yeah. as soon as you see him play Omni-Man in the first season, you're like, I hate you, but I can't look away.
Yeah. Yeah. The comic books are fucking
That sounds
dope.
amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the watch, and then you'll be thinking, why aren't we talking about this on a horror podcast? Because it is brutal.
Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like the first episode, you'll be like, oh, okay, superhero stuff, blah blah blah. The last 10 minutes is just you just have to watch it. If you haven't seen anything on it, you just have to watch it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's as gory as The Boys.
Yeah.
So if you haven't
Okay,
seen that
yeah.
either, yeah, it's kind of got the same feel. It's like superhero shit. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Wow.
See,
I'm
Anthony
very
Starr as Homelander though in The Boys. Oh, that's terrifying in
Yeah.
itself.
Gen V's been good so far. So
I
don't
still
know.
haven't checked that out. I have to.
It's good.
So Rob,
Yeah. It's real short list. I unfortunately sat through, a portion of it, the new Hell House Origins movie.
Oh.
It was terrible. So bad. Not worth it. I actually fell asleep. And I woke up and people were screaming and I was like, oh, okay, I woke up at the right time. And it was still underwhelming.
it wasn't anything to wake up at.
No, I still am not 100% sure even what time this takes place in between the first to third movie, which the third movie was shit too. I'm so pissed. Shudder has dropped the ball twice this year now. So VHS 99 sucked ass too. I was so disappointed. People love it. I think it's the
We
worst
both
installment.
like one segment.
Yeah, the Dream segment is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Dream Kill's where it's at. That shit goes
Yep.
hard,
So
but everything
nice.
else is
I had to look up too who did the Dream because the directing reminded me of the guy who did Skinamarink. I was just like, this looks really similar, and it's not even fucking close. That, and I've been listening. I don't read a lot. I don't have the time, so I listen to audiobooks. I'm listening to Playground. and it's not getting lighter. It's getting worse.
Who's that by? Who wrote that?
For the life of me, I can't remember
that's
the
fine.
author's name right now, but it's listed as one of the most disturbing books ever written, and most people say they can't make it past chapter 7.
We talked about this in our last What's Keeping Us Up at Night for our episode on the Wolfman.
Yeah.
And it's everything you described made me sit there and just go, why?
Yeah.
Just why?
I read a chapter to my partner, and she was like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like,
Close that
"I didn't
book right
write this.
I
Don't
know.
blame me. It's disgusting."
I did. I was reading 120 Days of Sodom, and I'm like, I'm just gonna turn the Kindle away just in case, and you think I wrote it or something. I just don't want to be associated with this. Like, wow, Germaine, that's probably your next read then, right? I mean, basically.
I think it's actually on my list. I just finished reading Cows and Dead Inside.
How was Cows? That's on my list.
I hated it, but
Oh, okay.
just because but not because it was like too fucked up. It didn't live up to the infamy for me.
Germaine's never gonna hate anything because it's too fucked up.
Yeah.
That's just.
I lean in. There were some gross parts, but overall, it felt short for me, and I didn't think that the writing was particularly good.
Okay.
I liked Dead Inside. But yeah, I'll have to check out Playground.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, Playground it's unfortunately very well written, and
For what's in the story itself.
to a gross point. But where I'm at now, the kids have finally been captured, so we'll just see what happens.
What an intriguing sentence.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it just in case anyone wants to read it.
Oh.
But I'm way past chapter 7. And
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are.
on chapter 12 now, I believe.
Is it a super long book?
It's a little bit bigger than a novella.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah, it's worth it. Out of anyone, it's a lot of kids, things happening to children. So if that's something that upsets you, probably not the best thing for
It's
you.
my whole line of work. Damn.
My partner has a toddler, so like I'm listening to it, and then I go and see him, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I feel like a terrible human right now. It's awful. But yeah, it's interesting. I like the fucked up shit, but there's a point where I tap out.
I'm the same way. When it comes to I find my tolerance for reading is much lower than for watching. Like, I just find that it hits me in such a way. I guess it's the imagination that you put into it that just makes it so obscene. Because there's no bad special effects or no camera angle. You're just making that all up in your head. And so I tapped out on 120 Days of Sodom. I was just like, God damn, this is just disgusting. I just don't want to read this.
We actually discussed it on, we did an episode for the Blair Witch Project, and I stand by it. It's still the only movie that scares the shit out of me to this day because you see nothing. And it's all your imagination. Whatever you can think of, that's what's there. And it's, oh my God, it fucks me.
That's one of the few movies
Scary
that has
Witch.
ever like truly fucked up my sleep. Like that movie destroyed my sleep. I could not sleep after I saw that movie. I just I couldn't get to bed. That movie's nuts.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump into this. Spoiling. Are you gonna sneeze again?
No, I'm excited. I'm holding back excitement.
All right.
Visceral excitement. I already ripped off one of the arms of my chair. I can't do it
Rip
again.
the other one off.
I'm waiting. Anyway,
We're here to spoil 2016's
Terrifier.
by the amazing, fucking beyond talented Damien Leone. That dude can do no wrong and can do literally everything. Literally. I mean, he did everything, and he's
Yeah.
still doing everything.
Yep. If you haven't seen anything for Terrifier 3 yet, oh shit, just wait.
Speaking of, did either of you see the leaked teaser trailer? Or what, you guys went and saw it, didn't you?
We
too?
went and saw it. We both saw it last night separately. And because sadly, I'm really jealous. I just have to say of you guys being in a studio together and just like have it all set up. It's because we're here remote, just chatting to each other all the time. But we both saw it last night and got that gorgeous teaser for Terrifier 3 on the big screen and got some exclusive posters. It was wonderful.
Nice.
I almost went just to get the poster. Like, I was lucky enough. Terrifier 2 released on my birthday last year, And I was in LA. I went out there for Halloween Horror Nights, and I got to see it in fucking LA. And by the time the movie was over, a full packed theater was like a quarter full. People were actually leaving. I was like, there's no way people are walking out. People were walking out.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I live for that. I want to see that more. You know, I want to see I want to see someone pass out in a movie theater. Like I've had someone like cry behind me from how intense a movie was, but I've never had someone walk out or like pass out or throw up. I've never had those. I want that.
No. I mean, I cry in movie theaters, but I'm a big softie at the end of the day.
Me too.
I love horror movies, but I'll cry.
Me too.
All right, so Terrifier opens with a TV in just a dark room.
Yep.
And we get a grainy news broadcast about a year prior, this woman was brutally attacked by somebody and maimed. And we get one of the worst fake eyes I think I've ever seen.
Oh.
And it's glorious. And then a big clown shoe just kicks the screen in.
Mm-hmm. We are then partially introduced to our wonderful, terrifying slasher monster creature of Art the Clown as he's putting on grease paint makeup and like putting his wonderful makeshift weaponry together.
His little tool chest.
Yeah, it's like cat o' nine tails, just like with knives, scalpels, medical scissors, all.
That whip is the best thing ever. It's like one of my favorite tools that he makes.
Yeah.
The whip is just a great item.
Like
fantastic.
the whip is something. The one he makes in Terrifier 2 is also just so unsettling.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. But yeah, we see this wonderful clown pile everything into a trash bag, and then it cuts back to what's her name, the person who was interviewing
The newscaster. Yeah.
They say her name a lot in the second movie.
She's a real bitch.
Yeah, she is. Monica, I think.
She's extremely vain and very rude on the phone.
And very what's the word I'm looking for? Exploitative.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, she's on the phone basically being like, oh, you should have seen her ugly face. It made me want to throw up. But hell, it'll bring in views and all that. And it's like, that's all she cares about. While in the background, you hear like the little shuffling of something happening on her like dressing rack. And then she goes over, throws it open for a quick little, oh, okay, cool, nothing happened. And then out of the corner, Victoria shows up, all mangled, creepy face, starts this. I wrote it down in my wonderful massive section of notes. That's only page one. Nice. It's double-sided. But everything that I wrote on the first page happens in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It happens in 30 minutes of this movie. Like, the kill of this movie is just outside of those 30 minutes.
It sure is.
And it's like, you get no moment to breathe.
No.
So, like, she gets her eyes poked in, her head slammed against the ground, just...
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It sure is.
She's basically like, cool, you thought that was funny? Well, guess what, bitch? Now it's your reality. And it's... it's brutal from the get-go, and I love it.
Yeah. Then
And she survives, right? The newscaster survives, or does she? Does she die?
She's in critical condition.
She's in critical condition. That's what they say. You're right.
And then she's in critical condition as far as I remember in 2 also.
I believe she's,
I have a feeling Damien's going to have her come back for 3. Because Vicky can't run the show alone. She needs another fucked up face to follow her and give birth to another head. But, I mean, it is what it is at that point, right?
Yeah.
So then we're introduced to Tara and Dawn, both hammered, leaving presumably a Halloween party at a bar, I would assume.
Yeah.
She's getting numbers, but I mean, I haven't been to a party in a while. I'm elderly and sober, so I don't party. My party is a energy drink at fucking 8:30 at night. So
nice. Dawn is dressed up as a scarecrow, and Tara's like just in a black dress.
Skeleton.
Is she a skeleton?
Yeah.
She got
sexy
the
skeleton.
arm
Is
thing.
that the is that the
It
angle?
is,
Nice.
Yeah.
it is a sexy skeleton for sure.
Look at my tibias. Is that in the arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
You nailed it.
Yes. I passed anatomy in high school. Don't worry about it.
I was trying to find out if Tara's hair was a wig or not because the actress keeps her head shaved all the time.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if she grew her hair
Interesting.
for the role or not. But if you like go to her IMDb or you look at interviews with her or her at any horror conventions, her
Wow.
head's shaved. Like she keeps her head
Wow.
shaved. And if it's a wig, that's the best work that Damien
Yeah.
Leone did in that movie.
It's
because
definitely
it looks
better.
real.
For real.
Definitely better than the wig in Halloween 2.
I mean,
According to Rob Zombie, the best way to do a wig is to shave the actor's head. So if that's true, then that would make sense why it looks pretty solid.
yeah. I mean, Bill Moseley's hair in Devil's Rejects is... It's the reason I grew my hair, because I was like, my hair is gray. I would look dope with long hair. So...
Now, how about a little chop top, right?
No, I just need a hanger.
Yeah.
Just see a little plate up there.
Don't worry about it. Actually, if we remove the ball, yeah,
This is just a ring. It's not actually. Oh my god!
you look like the Crypt Keeper, Ralph. I'm sorry.
I'll take that. That's fine with me.
So Tara and Dawn stumbling back to their car. I believe it's Dawn's car. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's like, "All right, cool, let's go. We're gonna drive." And she's like, "Hell no, you're not driving anywhere." Dawn's fighting her. Tara's being a good friend, and then Tara goes, "I'm lit right now." So Dawn's drunk. Tara's high. Meanwhile, a wonderful silhouette of a clown walking through an alleyway.
Ooh,
A
yeah.
dashing gentleman.
Yes, quite.
Listen, yeah.
He's walking up, checking trash cans. He hears a commotion of two intoxicated, under the influence friends shouting back and forth, and he just sits there. And Tara looks over and just sees him with the just face on.
I love this. I love the smile.
Oh my god! I will say it forever. I know, like, Jason doesn't talk, Michael doesn't talk, Leatherface kind of makes noises. Art is pure silence. Like, even when he's like stabbed in the back or he's laughing, there's there's a part in like Terrifier 2 where somebody's screaming, but I thought it was him laughing. I'm like, oh shit, he's making sound. Nope, nope.
Yeah, the only noises he makes is when he claps and
Yeah, true.
then he snaps his fingers in two. Those are the only sounds he
The only
physically
sounds.
makes with his body.
Yep.
Yeah.
And his
So-
footsteps, I guess. Yeah, he's very. And I mean, David Howard Thornton, former mime, and just fucking. What a
he's-
great
Makes
combination.
sense.
And he's a Shakespearean trained actor nonetheless, on top of all of that. It just blows my mind that this is what he's done. And then he's played the mean one recently.
Yeah, the mean one.
Which
yeah,
we still
yeah.
have to watch. Have you seen it?
I haven't. I want to. I would watch him in anything. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
I need to
Absolutely.
see it.
Regardless of the reviews, to hell with the reviews.
That's right. That's exactly right.
We're doing an episode in December on it, so
Oh, awesome. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
There's a new trailer I just saw. It's called What a Wonderful Knife. That's also it's coming out, I believe, this Christmas, but it's a horror take on A Wonderful Life.
Oh, that could be
Yep.
fun.
Sold.
It honestly doesn't look bad. It looks like it's kind of schlocky, but hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I like
what we're
I
here
like
for.
schlocky.
We love the schlock.
I mean, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is
Yep.
in my top 10 of releases.
Yep.
recently.
Is it good?
Blood and Honey,
I
Mean
need
One,
to
Schlock
see that
City.
movie.
Yeah.
I need
It
to
is.
see
Haven't
that
seen
movie.
it.
So good. If you don't want to rent it, go to Walmart. They have a steel book.
What?
It's $10. I bought it. I was like, a steel book? It's like sold.
I forgot that I saw that. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Legendary.
I'll have to
That's
send you guys a
legendary.
picture of it, but
Please do.
it's fantastic, and they just announced
There's a
doing
sequel, right?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm here
And it's
for
not hokey. Like, they explain everything. It is approached like a real horror film. It's
Wow.
it.
Okay.
Fucking great.
Nuts.
That's
So-
great. I'm here for it.
all right. So let's get back to
Yeah.
this.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
No. This
Never.
is part of our thing. We have tangents all the time.
Welcome to Spoiler Sleepover,
Where there is no sleeping, it's just talking about
Constantly.
off-topic shit.
and the points don't matter.
You're damn
Perfect.
right. So Tara and Dawn, Tara's like, oh, there's a creepy clown over there. Dawn's like, hey, my friend wants your number. Hey.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's
shut up,
very
she's
much
drunk.
Like the drunk,
Yeah.
annoying friend. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To a T,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, don't worry about her. She's drunk. Turns back. He's gone.
Mhm.
He's like Batman. But like maybe twice as dangerous. You think Batman could take out Art the Clown?
Hell no.
All right, cool.
No.
I think the main difference is it doesn't target homeless people, right?
What if the Joker was Art the Clown?
There you go.
We're going off on more tangents
Holy
here.
shit. Could you imagine? Get some angel wings on
Copyright,
Batman.
spoiler sleepover, dead body bathtub, and yep, we're good. Cool.
We're good.
We're writing this script together.
So they're like, cool. None of us are driving right now. Let's go find some food. You know the place. They go to a wonderful little pizza place, which is like within walking distance, I guess.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, it's like right down the street. So they go into this pizza place. They sit down. Dawn goes and takes what she described as like the longest pee ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I just keep imagining like Austin Powers when he gets defrosted.
Just keeps kicking his leg.
Yep. And it's just like, all right, come on now. But she comes out feeling, I guess, much better. The door opens up, and who else is there
Art.
besides Art the Clown?
Fantastic Art the Clown.
Oh my God, with his wonderful bag of tricks.
How does nothing rip out of that garbage bag?
I don't know.
Ooh, for real.
I don't know.
I want wherever he
flex.
shops, I'd like those bags because seriously, like it would come in handy.
That's not even heavy duty. That's like military grade, bulletproof fucking trash bags.
Just things aren't as sharp as they look, and he's just hacking people up with dull
Just
cleavers.
pure fucking rage.
It's pure power. Oh, God. Yep. So he comes in, he sits at the booth, kind of off to their side, and just folds his hands and just locks eyes with Tara to one of my favorite moments of this movie where he's just sitting there and then just stone-faced to smile. It's like, it's unsettling to watch.
So
It
cute.
is.
I love him.
He's so great though. Like he's so captivating. Like
He's mesmerizing.
it's wild
astonishing.
because like you said, like he's totally silent, no noises, but somehow he still just manages to like still be completely entertaining and unsettling and just
Yeah,
incredible.
He gives one of those rare performances. I would argue Bill Skarsgård's the same way in it, where you totally forget there's an actor doing it.
Yep.
I find that so rare. I was thinking about this a lot after I saw T2 last night. Terrifier 2, sorry, last night. That
It's T2. You're right. It's T2.
Thank you. He really is at that like Bela Lugosi Dracula level of just like truly iconic genre-defining performance in a horror movie, and he is so leaps and bounds above everyone else he's in this movie with. He's on a different planet from everyone else in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's miraculous. Like the dude is phenomenal. It's unreal.
I
love
don't
art.
really feel dread with a lot of horror movies. Like occasionally with some of the Halloween movies, like Halloween 2, that one is just unsettling as a whole.
Yeah.
But like this one and Terrifier 2, it's just I want nothing to do with Art the Clown because I'm sitting there going, if something moves my door right now, I'm probably gonna scream. I will probably run out this fucking house. But it's just so everything he does is you want to watch him, but you also just hate everything about it.
He's horrifyingly endearing.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
He's so
Every time I
endearing.
watch either of them, I find myself laughing and smiling, and I'm like, "What is
Same.
wrong with me?
Same.
The fuck am I laughing at? Why do I like this right now? Like, this is not right."
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
he's so fucking good at what he does.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So he's sitting in the booth. Pizza guy comes out and he goes, "Hey, buddy, what are you gonna get?" Silence. "Hello? Anybody in there?" And just walks away. And then he brings out their pizza.
It's like, fuck my life. It's
Yes.
gonna be one of those nights.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I work in
man.
I work in the kitchen industry, so I've had those fucking nights where I'm just like, fuck
Yeah.
everything. I don't want to do this shit.
Hopefully you haven't had exactly the type of night that this man has.
God no. Thank God no. My face doesn't look like a jack-o'-lantern yet, so
Oh my
I think I'm all right.
Yeah. So Pizza Man goes back to go get Don and Tara's pizza. Meanwhile, Art. Oh no! Before this, Don goes over and takes a selfie with.
Yeah. Take some
Yes.
pictures.
Oh, he is not happy when she
Yeah, Art
tries
is
to take
not
off his
with
hat.
the selfie.
Oh yeah, it like flings back, bops him on the nose, and he just goes, "I swear to God,
You drunk bitch! Get the fuck
I will hang you upside down and cut you." So selfies are taken, which come as like a little wait a minute realization moment in a few minutes.
Yeah.
But then she goes back. Art goes over to the little like quarter treat thing that's in every pizza shop ever, and gets a ring by miraculous circumstance. Unless everything else in there is a ring, I don't know if we saw that.
We're never told.
Yeah,
that's one of the biggest complaints about this movie from fans is
it's
the fact
on
that there's
ring.
no, it's the fact that there's like nothing fucking explained.
Who cares, man?
Yeah, I mean,
And then he went
Did
ham.
you see what happens in like 20 minutes?
And Jamie and Leone goes ham in too, and he just explains way too much. He's just like, here's everything you've ever never wanted to know. And you're like,
Are you happy now? No, equally as scarred, if not more good.
I just wanted to backpedal for 3 and just be like, and there you go. You get nothing again. Like, great. So then he proposes to Tara.
It's very sweet. He's very
it was
sincere.
sweet.
Yeah.
I would have said yes.
Just the, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing when he offers someone something and they don't accept it, so he just does the gesture again a little more forcefully. He's like, come on.
It comes back in two at the Clown Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. There's a lot of comebacks in 2.
Then he just takes her finger and puts the ring on her finger and then gets up and kind of like clown saunters into the back.
2. Do some finger painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a massive shit or something.
Yep.
I'm just wondering if it's his.
I don't know, but at the same point, probably? Who? Oh, no, he left the bag out there. He didn't just, like, grab all of his literal shit from his bag.
Could you imagine if he's just carrying shit in his bag of shit? It's just, like, actual fucking fecal matter. He's just like, hold on. Just
we do find out in 2 there's, like, maggots in there, so who knows? There could be some shit.
I mean, yeah.
There could be some shit.
You're not wrong. Yeah. That would add to some fucking wounds too if there's just shit chilling out in that bag.
I have a note of it later. But yeah, he goes back there. He gets kicked out by the owner because he's been finger painting with feces on the wall. His gloves are now covered in brown.
And for some reason, the owner's not cool with it. I don't know. The guy's had a long night, I guess, you know. But
yeah,
he doesn't like abstract art.
Yeah,
it's not for everybody.
Yeah, he's just a simple New York guy. You're right.
Yeah, he's not hip to the art.
Yeah, he's not into contemporary art. Yeah.
So he throws Art out, throws his bag out, and Art goes on his merry little way, or so we think, because he's lurking very, very near.
Yeah.
Don and Tara make their way back to their car. Their tire is flat, like exploded stab wound flat.
Yep.
And they just kind of sit there in the car for a second. We keep cutting back and forth to the pizza shop and Don and Tara in the car, where I don't even know if they said names. I think one of them is Steve. Steve is the owner.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know before that was Tara's phone dies, so she borrows Dawn's phone to call her sister.
Yes,
and that's when we're introduced to Victoria.
Yep.
To come pick them up.
She's like, I got midterms. I got to wake up in like 5 hours. Then her drunk roommate and fling boyfriend, whatever, they come and it's like, oh, sorry, we didn't know you're here. Cool. That's great roommate etiquette.
They call it a
Sick.
one-night stand.
Yeah. So she's like, cool. You know what? I got to get up and stretch my legs anyway. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Then we cut back to homeboy cleaning the shit, asking for a raise, saying that he's going to have to put up with this.
Time and a half or I'm out, Steve.
Yeah. Walks out, and we get one of the coolest prosthetics that I think I want.
So
one.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want one so bad.
You could see it's Steve, the pizza owner's head as a jack-o'-lantern with active candles like burning
It's
the
not
skin.
even. I don't even think it's candle. It just looks like it's on fire.
Maybe.
It's fantastic.
I wouldn't be surprised either way, but like it looks grotesque.
Beautiful.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's everything I wanted more.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there'd be no Halloween head gag in Halloween 18 if there wasn't.
I was gonna
for
say.
Terrifier 16, baby.
Yes. It's so unsettling. Like the way it just burns the flesh that it's kind of hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
little
blood is like
details.
dripping down his eyes, like it looks like tears because it looks like melting wax. It's fucking crazy looking. It's
so
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat Studios needs to get on that shit and fucking make one of those and release
Right?
it. So they release
They
everything.
should.
Where the fuck
They
is
do.
that at?
But all right,
We get the giant like cotton candy things from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, like the little pods. But
I want a cotton candy cocoon so bad, but
Yes.
you know, I'm pretty sure they're not that expensive too. I think it's like maybe $80.
all right. So in the past 3 years,
gonna
they've
have to
been
look it up.
releasing more Killer Clowns from Outer Space collectible shit. I've bought pretty much everything, and my Killer Clowns collection has now trumped my Texas Chainsaw one. And
Nice.
Wow.
it's
Wow.
out of control.
Respectable. Wow.
Too much money. Too much money.
Yeah, it says on HotTopic.com there's one for
here we
like
go.
$30. Couldn't possibly be it. But the one from Trick or Treat Studios is $90.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it is 6 feet 2 inches long.
Oh wow.
God
Oh,
damn.
that's big.
Yeah.
So,
6
5
feet?
5
Pretty good
inches
price,
shorter
then.
than me.
Oh God, you're tall. Yes.
I'm 6'5", so it'd be perfect for me.
Damn.
I'm a giant.
Wow.
All right, so homeboy walks out of the bathroom. And,
Still don't know his name.
Yep, I'm just gonna call him homeboy.
Got it.
His name doesn't matter because
It's
he
not gonna
gone.
count in a second.
Turns around, sees the head. Art chops his fucking fingers off.
Yeah, as he reaches for the phone, it's like push.
Just such an amazing cut. All of the
It's
cuts
great.
in this scene are so fast but flawless.
Yep.
So that you can't tell. And then Art just goes ham on his face.
Art goes
One of-
ape shit on that dude's
Yeah.
face.
He does.
My favorite cutaway is when they cut back to Tara and Dawn, and I think it's Dawn just goes, "Oh, he's probably harmless." Cuts back to him just going, "Gah!" poking new holes in this guy's face.
So I did
Yes.
for my notes for both of these movies, I did Art kills in the sense of like each thing that he did to each person just by bullet point.
No.
So he kills this dude. I literally wrote hand chop, face stab, eyes stabbed, tongue wiggle. Because
Tongue
that
wiggle.
cut back after his
Oh,
face is
dude.
destroyed and the tongue's just wiggling out of his cheek hole is my favorite part in the entire scene.
It's fucking gnarly. This is where the movie really shows like what it's worth too, because I think the earlier kill of the newscaster, like it's pretty tame in comparison.
Oh yeah.
And it's so rare to see a movie where you're gonna have the killer and he's just like, I'm gonna stab this motherfucker in the face and you're gonna see it. Like usually throats are getting cut and they're chopping off fingers, but he's just stabbing the dude directly in the face. It is like next level brutal.
And this is all within, again, the first 30 minutes. Like, this is probably 15 minutes into the movie itself
Yes.
right now.
Yep.
It's fucking amazing though. Like that level of brutality is fucking hilarious to me. I can't explain it, but I'm just like, he's still going. Like,
Rob,
what-
yeah, it's
what the
Rob.
fuck?
You're sick. We love you.
It's fucking amazing though. This is why I listen to Dead Body Bathtub too. Is they laugh at the shit that I laugh at. So like this is awesome.
So after all is said and done with them, Tara and Dawn are sitting in the car. Tara needs to pee.
She sure does.
Yep. And it's like, well, Papa squat right next to the car. And she's like, hell no.
Guys, I would have pissed in the street. There was nobody out there. That
It's a
that
late
place
night.
that she goes into.
It's much
no, I'm
sketchier
sorry.
than
Pee
pissing in the
road.
street. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also.
That's why
like,
you open both
Yeah,
doors
two
on one
doors.
side.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
it's a classic move. Yeah.
It's also practically a portal to hell.
Yes, she.
I mean,
goes
besides
so deep. She goes
Yeah.
so far into the bowels of this building. It's like you were just sketched out by the clown dude, and now you're like
Right.
7 rooms deep with a man you just
With a
met
stranger. Yeah.
in the most
exactly.
disgusting bathroom I've ever seen in my life. What are you?
Yeah.
What is this life?
it
decision?
just keeps going into like different sections. There's hallways, there's tunnels, there's garages.
Yeah.
I don't. What is this building? Do we know?
That's what I was gonna say. She
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
even
because there was like
inquire.
cars and stuff. Like
They
there's
call
no-
it a factory. They literally mention it once. He says it's
Right.
a factory.
And he's
That's
like,
it.
I don't own this. I'm just here to I just clean it up. I'm like, you're doing a fucking awful job. The place looks terrible. You have done a terrible job.
I think his name's Mike the Exterminator.
It is Mike the
yeah,
Exterminator.
he's like spraying for rats or some shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my new handle. I'm going.
Mike the
Mike the Exterminator.
Fuck Lionsgate Pictures. What's Mike the Exterminator now?
Hell yeah. So Tara goes in, somehow convinces Mike to let her go to the bathroom. In, again, the most disgusting looking thing. I would just go, you know what? I'll hold it and risk my bladder exploding because
It's a good thing spoiler, she dies because she definitely caught something.
Yeah.
There's no way she didn't catch anything.
She could have had a much slower death. Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like as she's walking out of there, she hears a voice, which then turns out to be, I think she's only
She's hearing a cat meow.
yeah, it's like she's only credited as Cat Lady.
Yeah, which is funny because I have her in my notes as Crazy Doll Lady because
Yeah,
she's just
There's no cat.
doll.
There's
cat,
one
yeah.
cat. There's one cat.
Yeah.
That's right.
There is one cat,
Yeah.
yep.
But yeah, she's like, shh, don't wake Emily. And Emily is a doll. Ma'am, why are you in here?
That doll has the deadest eyes too.
Deadest
Arguably
eyes,
the
that
scariest
doll's
thing in the movie
eyes.
is that fucking doll.
Yes. And she's like, "Are you the new tenant or something?" It's like, I don't
yeah.
think
Yeah.
this place passes muster to be. You cannot live here. Like clearly,
Ma'am, I think you need help out of here. You know what? Grab Emily, grab the cat. Let's go this way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm saving everybody.
Oh my god.
Now that I have HPV. What?
So we cut back to Dawn, who's in the car, and she's got the radio on, just killing the battery at this point. Like, if there's
Yeah.
any hope. Yeah.
Dude, how much time has passed between them leaving the pizza shop and then going to the car? Because there's an ad for Craven's Halloween supply.
Wes Craven.
Wes
We
Craven
love meta
reference.
references.
We love references like this. And then it's immediately like 2 people at a pizza shop killed by a clown. And you're like, how much fucking time has passed?
Yeah.
Where this is already news.
yeah. The
Also,
cops were
Tara's
right
taking
outside.
the longest pee.
Yeah,
Yes,
the cops
yes.
literally fly by as the news is happening. And then the car door opens and Art's there.
Yeah, and like Dawn's going through her phone. She's like, "Oh shit, this clown."
Yeah.
Oh. She hears the door, turns around and goes, "You won't believe what I just heard." Turns around and it's Art going, "Hi. I missed you.
Remember when you sat on my lap?
I'm going to fling a hat at your face now."
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Oh my god.
Just slaps her in the face with a hat and leaves.
And that's all he does. Just bye.
That's right.
Dawn survives the movie, but she just got a little bop on the nose from a little hat.
Bloody nose.
Yeah, just fuck. Oh.
I'm glad she didn't survive.
Oh my god. She
Great
but
kill.
yeah, I will say I love the kill in this movie, but this has to be my favorite moment coming up when Tara
Yes.
comes out of the back room,
Yes.
goes up to the front, and it's just the silent
Ooh,
Oh,
just
that
stand
Art
there.
standing there, like happy grin. I use that as a joke with one of my coworkers. She loves horror so much as well, and I was like, "Have you ever seen Terrifier?" She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Just watch." And she comes back the next day going, "What the fuck was that?" But we keep making the joke. Like, I'll walk into her classroom and just go, and she'll look at me and she'll do the same thing back. We have another coworker who is kind of into horror, and we're like, "Cool, you need to watch this." She got maybe 10 minutes into Terrifier. Nope.
Oh man.
She went back and finished Terrifier 1, but she's like, "I'm not touching Terrifier 2 with a 1,000-foot pole."
Ooh.
Hell no.
That's a good call if she felt
Yeah.
that way about
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So we make that joke of like the little face with the scalpel, and she's like, stop it right now." The kids don't get it. Don't worry about it. Stop it anyway.
It's a great jump scare. Like it is a
Oh, yeah.
truly great jump scare. And like overall, Terrifier 1, the way it's directed is, I think it's mostly a demo reel for his special effects. He comes
Yeah.
from a special effects
Yeah.
background, as we know, and I think he shows a lot more growth in Terrifier 2, just like I would say Ari Aster did. I'm one of the rare people that does not like Hereditary at all, but I love Midsummer, and I feel the same way about The Witch and then The Lighthouse. Like I prefer The Lighthouse. I think they grow so
The
much as
Vitch.
directors. The Vitch.
The Vitch.
And I feel like he really grows a lot with T2, but in this one there are those moments that show where what his vision is and how much he's going to double down in T2, and that moment is so great. There's the fucking like dolly zoom onto Tara, and then you cut to that just total silence and they hold it. It's fucking
Again, the
great.
dread builds, and it's
Yes.
just like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Jesus fucking Christ. Because again, he doesn't make a noise. He doesn't just
Right.
go,
Yeah.
he just silently lunges at her and starts chasing her through the garage portion of the mysterious building that we're
That
in.
fucking noise you just made was what the hell?
You're welcome.
That's a classic horror sound, but none from art.
You didn't see in Halloween 4 the other week? Michael Myers just goes. Oh my god!
It just made me think of Killer Clown. Not
Zoidberg?
No. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, Jesus Christ! That's a movie in itself.
The noises the tomatoes make are fucking amazing. Oh my god!
I feel like we need to do a 2-part episode: one of Killer Tomatoes, and then one of Rubber.
Yes.
Dude, don't shit on Rubber.
I'm not.
I love that
I
movie.
fucking love that movie, but they're like one and the same almost.
The tire and I have the same name. So, just saying.
The worst part is he's not wrong.
The tire's name is Robert.
I'm tired of your jokes.
See ya.
Anyway, he starts chasing her. She's hiding, and eventually, he like winds up stabbing her through the back of her leg, like the lower, almost ankle part.
Yeah, buddy.
And she's like, "Fuck off, get off me!" She's trying to hit him with stuff. Eventually, he catches up with her, and just, I believe he just knocks her out. Right? He bounces her head off, or is there an injection in this movie?
There is.
So,
All right.
no.
Tara escapes and gets taken and sedated. Thank you,
Yes,
Past
yes.
Jason. Wakes up and to the setting of the greatest kill ever. Rob, tell us about it.
Well, so we cut really quick back to Victoria driving. Like, not necessary cut, but it happens.
Yeah.
And then Tara wakes up and she's got her mouth duct taped. She's taped to a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And Art is now displaying a bunch of really fun toys, including a hammer, which he keeps teasing her with.
Yeah, he's
like,
like,
huh?
I'm gonna
Am I
hit you.
going to? Oh, makes me laugh every time.
He's funny.
When he just sits there and goes,
Yeah, he thinks it's hilarious because it is.
silently pointing and laughing just as someone's screaming because their arm is now facing the wrong way.
So
He's having the time of his life.
he then pulls out a handsaw and puts it up to Tara's throat, and then gallivants away to show a giant sheet hanging, and pulls the sheet down.
What's behind it, Rob?
It's Dawn hanging, spread eagle from her ankles, half naked. We'll say that. She's got her panties on.
Yeah.
There's some level of class, I guess. Art was like, no, we're not going to show the vagina.
Yeah,
but,
he's like, let's be tasteful here. Yeah.
yeah. And then there is this just amazing moment where he decides to cut Dawn from crotch to cranium with the saw. Just saw right between the legs and quite literally cuts her right in half.
Germaine, is the joy trail struck in this moment?
It is. So, our boy, Lucio Fulci in the New York Ripper, there's one of my favorite line from that movie where the coroner goes, he stuck it in her joy trail and split her wide open. And
That's it. I'd like to think that Damien Leone was calling to Fulci when he had this kill in mind.
incredible.
Hey, man, I've got this idea. You're gonna love it.
It's brutal if it's your first watch. You're
Oh,
like,
God.
holy
Yes.
fucking shit.
Agreed.
This is the part where I believe both of our partners, as we forced air quotes, we're like, "Hey, you want to watch this movie? Okay, sure. We both love you very much. What the fuck have you done? Why are you making me watch this?" Where they both went, "Ah!" and turned around, like, "Tell me when it's over, and then I'll maybe come back to watch."
My partner grabbed herself. She was like, oh no. And I was like, oh yes. Like, this is happening.
Yeah, I knew in advance. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta watch Terrifier tonight. And she was like, oh, you can put it up on the big screen. And I was like, no. She was like, are you really? I'll go upstairs. I'm like, no, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. I'm just going to watch it on my laptop. Like, it's okay.
Headphones on.
That's right. Yes.
Screen
Noise
away.
canceling.
Guys, I had the opposite reaction because I was telling Mike before this, I thought that I had seen this whole thing. I remembered like watching parts of it.
This was your first watch?
But I had never seen the whole movie all the way through. I don't know what happened. So it got to that part. I had never seen that, and so we get to that.
Had you read about it?
No, I had no idea. So he rips off
what
this
a
tarp.
treat! Wow.
Yeah, he rips off this tarp Yeah, exactly. He rips off this tarp, and this she is just fucking hanging from her ankles. And immediately, I just sat up and I said, "Excuse what? Okay, I'm immediately excited."
Now we're cooking with
and
gas.
we get some nudity. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm here for it now." And then, literally, he walks over there because I liked it because she was wearing the panties. But listen,
He takes
Art
them off.
walks over there. He fucking rips those panties off. It's a little hot. It's a little hot. Rips them off.
Interesting. I didn't feel that way. See, this is where Germaine and I diverge. We have two very different sets of tastes at a certain point. But
Listen, he rips those panties off and just goes. I was so fucking here
yeah,
for it.
this
I
is
was
what's
so
known
excited.
as bone tomahawking for those that have seen that film.
I was just about to bring that up too.
Oh man.
Which arguably, I don't know if we've had this discussion. Bone
Which-
Tomahawk, that sequence is brutal.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But the most brutal thing in that movie is right after that when they escape and they're the legless, armless women
Oh, dude, that's
pregnant, just laying there on the stone slabs. That made my skin crawl. I was like, oh my God, what
Yeah,
the fuck? Like,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
such a
I've seen it.
disturbing. Oh, it's great, dude. You got to watch Bone Tomahawk.
Bone
But
Tomahawk's
so
fucking fantastic.
I ask you, which one hits you guys harder in terms of the vertical split? Which because interestingly, Bone Tomahawk, that was one of the first times I ever looked away from a movie. The first time I watched it, I actually looked away. I was like, "Fuck!" And I didn't for Terrifier. That's because I knew it was coming, though. To be fair,
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming in Bone Tomahawk, but I personally like the Bone Tomahawk one better
me too.
because it's happening to a guy. Like,
Me
I
too.
think
It
it's
does make
way
me
more
feel
brutal. Yeah,
They also sever his dick and balls off and stuff it in his mouth, and that's a good
Yeah.
touch. You know, that's a nice touch. Oh, Jermaine's
love
loving
it.
this.
it's great. Dick
He's
It's like
Yeah.
bedtime
Gonna
stories.
watch
Yes.
that later tonight.
Make some notes here.
Yeah, the bone that whole sequence in Bone Tomahawk is just
Yeah,
fucking amazing. It's so
harrowing.
good.
Yeah.
It builds so much tension too.
It's
I also think-
just depressing too because
It
you're
is.
going to be okay. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. What's happening? Don't worry about it. It's okay.
And I think because the characters are more robust in Bone Tomahawk, it hurts more. Because, like, I don't really give a shit about Dawn. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I think it's gross, but it's not, I don't give a fuck that she's dying. But in Bone Tomahawk, you care about the characters, and I think it hits a little harder because of that. But that's not to say this is nasty. This kill is still disgusting.
I love it when Art gets to her
The
neck,
face. Yes.
and he's just like,
God damn it, go through.
you can see he's like, "Do I go all the way?" And he's just like, "No, I'm just gonna leave a little bit." It's a perfect V. He turned her into a giant vagina. It's fantastic.
Art's a feminist, and he's making modern art. This movie's about art.
He did some finger paintings.
No pun intended.
Now he's made
Yes.
a feminist statement. It's
Yeah.
It's extreme. It's extreme art. Is what it's
Yeah.
known as.
Street art.
Oh my God.
He took Rage Room to a whole new level.
Jesus Christ.
Your work is not going to sign off on this rage room.
The person who walks in after goes, what the fuck?
We said you could bring your own things in. We didn't mean a human.
Meanwhile, here we go.
yes.
Meanwhile, while all this is happening, Tara is, of course, very upset and is breaking out like, oh shit, I'm next. And like breaks one of the arms off and then is like unduct taping herself and goes to get the feet while Art gets up and is like a casual saunter on over like, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not getting out. She clubs him with one of the arms of the chair and then like continues to beat him with it, runs away.
Yep.
This is where we start to get like major final girl energy from Tara.
Yep. 100%.
Unfortunate that it doesn't last that long.
I applaud Damien for making a point to not actually have a final girl.
Mm-hmm.
I love when movies make you think one thing and then go the other. My favorite horror movie ending of all time, everybody dies. No final anybody. Just everyone's
Yep.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the best shit ever. I
Yeah.
fucking love it. But
So she's like beating him with more of the stuff that's just lying around. Like there's a
she grabs a piece of wood.
Yeah.
She beats the shit out of him with it.
and she's like beating the shit out of him.
Come on, motherfucker! Come at me!
Like I will say this is done in a better way than Scream ever did, because you're expecting like Art the Clown
Yes.
to just use knives and everything and like blades
Yes.
and clubs and whatever's at his disposal, and it's like, oh, she might get Art the Clown. Gun! Bang!
Yeah.
The
Just
gun
shoots
moment
her in
is
the leg.
fucking astounding. The gun
Yeah.
moment's
Oh, yeah.
fucking astounding. And it's so, that is one of the few things in this movie that I think is like, I think this movie is very transgressive on the human body, but I don't think it's transgressive in terms of like dealing with genre a lot. But
Right.
that gun moment, that like breaks the fucking rules for everyone. You're like, you're not supposed to. Wait,
Yeah.
you just have a gun because you're not that strong? Like, what the fuck? That's not fair. You're like, that's not okay. That's fascinating.
First time I watched this movie, when I was like, oh, okay, all right, you know, this is where the killer gets defeated, but there's going to be one final scare.
Yes.
Because again, it's already felt like an hour and change at this point, but it's all within, like, this is just under 40 minutes, I'm pretty sure at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe just over. But, like, I'm pretty sure the gun goes off and I went, what?
Yeah.
Just not expecting him to pull a gun in any way, shape, or form. And
Yeah.
he shoots her in the leg, then I'm pretty sure shoots her in the back.
She falls down.
Yep.
And yeah. So he shoots her. I did it again. So Art pulls gun, shoots
Here we
her
go.
leg. Art shoots her in the side,
Yep.
Yep.
cheek,
Yes.
reloads.
Yes. So
Gotta
a
reload.
bullet to the face can't kill Tara. So he gets up and goes, God damn it. Walks away.
And then it's my favorite squib shot ever is the forehead shot.
Oh, it's
Where he
brutal.
shoots her in the forehead and it like pops like
It
a goddamn
bubbles,
zit.
like air's coming into it.
so good.
Oh, yeah, it's gnarly. And this moment, I mean, like, you know, when you get the fucking, he's really fucking with your understanding of the genre at that point, because when he shoots her in the cheek and then his gun jams, or I guess, it doesn't jam, and he needs to reload, and then he leaves, you're like, okay, something's gonna happen then. The sister's
gonna
gonna come in.
Yeah.
It's like, but she just goes back and dumps the fucking clip into her. And like, that is such like a post 2000, that is so like in the era of school shootings aren't a big deal on the news because they fucking happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like this movie, I don't think he'd make that decision if this came out 20 years ago, but it's so chilling that it like gets to that place. And I mean, obviously, if Psycho didn't happen, he wouldn't do this. If fucking Hostel hadn't happened, like he owes a lot to Hitchcock and Eli Roth for that decision. Cause like you have to have predecessors having the balls to kill off the main character 40 fucking minutes into the movie. And I don't think anyone had really done it since Hostel and then Psycho before that. But I just found that I was like, well, then what the fuck are we doing here?
yeah.
Like once she died, I was like, what? Wait, so what am I watching?
It's
It's
also just
great.
eerie silence again.
Yeah.
Where you're
Yes.
Yeah.
like, you have time to process and be like, I don't, what?
And then he just
Yes.
puts the camera on the ground, like at the side, and you see him unload the clip
Yep.
with these hard, fast cuts between the gun and her face, and just the holes being her face being demolished. It's amazing. And speaking of movies where you think you've got your main character getting killed off, if you haven't watched Red State, you gotta watch Red
Yes.
State.
Yes. That's a great, you're right. I forgot about that.
It happens like 3 or 4 times throughout the movie where you're like, oh, they're going to get it. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to. Oh, no. What about. Oh, no. Kevin Smith does not give a fuck when he writes a horror movie. He's like, fuck everybody. You're just like, okay.
Thanks, Kev. So while he's unloading the clip and then he just sits there, it's kind of like there's several iconic art faces, but this one is just iconically upsetting.
Rage.
Yeah, it's just like, God damn it. No one has ever done that before. God damn it.
Yeah. And then Cat Lady.
Cat Lady, yep.
Cat Lady. Crazy doll lady ends up
man.
seeing.
I love
Yeah,
this.
she's just like, ah, and Art looks up and just gives a little creepy smile and a little hello. And so Cat Lady sees this, runs away, and finds the cleaner. It's just like there's somebody here. And he's just like, get off me, lady. I don't know you. Don't touch me.
Guy's such an asshole.
I mean, at the same point, you're thinking you're in an abandoned building. You're doing some cleaning, and some random person who is filthy just comes up and goes, "There's somebody in here." It's like,
he's laughing, but there's no noise coming out. He thinks it's funny.
Yep.
He's killing people. You're like, all right.
Yep.
I get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Like you smell like piss, lady. Let's leave.
I'm pretty sure
yes.
he was probably about to. He's probably calling his boss to be like, "Nah, man, fuck this. I'm not doing this. This just happened." But then here comes Art creeping up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, before this, like, Tara got out and she went to go and
yeah, it's
find Mike.
when she gets drugged.
Yeah. He's got his headphones in. He can't hear, and Art kind of sees him, takes her away. But besides that, he sneaks up the stairs and just taps Mike on the shoulder and clonks him in the head once with a hammer. Yeah, it's a good clonk, but we're sitting there going, "Oh well, wire on the face. Mike's dead."
He hits him twice. He hits him the first time. He falls down. Then he hits him again.
Oh, did he? I thought he just went straight to the phone after that.
He hits him again.
Ah,
And then it's a hard cut
Yep.
to Vicky outside. And she keeps calling. She's calling Dawn's phone, trying to figure out where to go.
it's
Art has the phone. Art grabs the phone and texts her to come around back.
yeah. Tara's sick.
Yeah,
Come around
Tara's
back.
sick. Come around back.
And then he takes that iconic selfie.
Yes, I love it. Oh man.
Imagine when people found those, like, the phone at the end of this movie and
Yeah.
just forensics, and then they have to go through. It's like, all right, there she is in a pizza place with him, and oh god,
He was just giving her what she fucking wanted.
yeah, she wanted
That's
something.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
She got the selfie she wanted. He got the one he wanted.
Everyone wins.
Yeah, literally.
So Vicky goes inside, and she sees Dawn split wide open.
Yeah. And then we get a cut to the crazy cat lady finds that her stroller is empty, the baby's not in, the baby doll isn't in
Where's
there.
Emily?
And Art is sitting on the floor holding it, and she's like, don't hurt the baby.
This
So
is
sweet.
it's so sweet. It's kind of disarming in a way, but it's more unsettling than a lot of the shit in this movie.
This is probably
Yeah.
the saddest moment in this.
Yeah.
Like, out of all of it, this is a sad
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Because,
You never had a mother to love you.
yeah, have you never felt a mother's touch?
Yep.
And breaks my fucking heart. I was like, oh man,
He just cuddles up to her, starts sucking his shit-covered
Yeah.
thumb.
chewing on his thumb.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like when he goes after Tara
Yeah,
with his shit brown hands and just starts smearing them on her face, just trying to grab her. Sit there,
Yeah,
no. I know where those have been. Please no,
she's caught all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a bad day for her.
including several bullets to the
Would you say it was a shitty day?
Yes.
I'm not sorry.
Oh my god. So. Oh god.
So yeah, the crazy cat lady gets way too close, and then the boss of Mike.
His name is Vamp. Damn it.
Mike the Exterminator 2.
Oh no, it's Will. Will the Exterminator.
Yes.
Electric Michaloo.
Will they exterminate?
Will
They exterminate? We'll see.
Yeah.
Or will they be exterminated?
God damn you.
I'm not sorry again. So yeah, he shows up. Vicky is still walking around trying to find a way in.
Yep.
Still calling people, and then she finds a way in. And this is at the point where she finds her way in. She then sees Dawn
Yeah.
split crotch to cranium.
Yep.
Best line ever. And starts hearing a woman scream. And so she thinks that it's Tara. And she goes towards the noise.
That's right.
I hate this little step down alley situation. It's so unsettling. And when we see what comes out of there after, like your shirt,
Yeah. It's my
I
favorite,
was watching
my
that
favorite scene
going,
in the movie.
I love this moment, but that's the most terrifying shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So,
It's a terrifying moment.
yes. Vicky goes down there and sees a woman, like, a naked
laying
woman
down.
laying face down, just going, "Oh my God, are you okay? It's okay." Or Tara, yeah, we can let's get you out of here. Meanwhile, she hears a little whimper off to the side, going, "Help!"
Oh,
Yep, and it's a chestless, scalpless cat lady. When Art just looks up and goes, "Ah!" He's got the cat lady's hair on and her boobs on.
Yep, and a little bit of her tummy, and a little bit of her tummy.
Yeah.
there's something hanging from his front too. There's a little fleshy bit covering his fleshy bits.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes practically Buffalo Bill here.
Oh, he
Yes.
goes full Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's no goodbye horses, but you might as well can just go put that right there in the movie.
Yes.
Because Vicky takes the fuck off after Art tries to grab her, but only gets her sweatshirt. She gets upstairs, and we get a camera angle of him
Yeah.
goodbye horses is up the stairs, and it's just, he's having the time of his life too. He's like, "Whoo," with the hair, and
I was having the time of my life during this scene. Fucking living for it.
So good. So
It's
my
great.
notes say exactly Art wearing doll lady's scalp and titty skin.
Yep.
Doing his
That's
best
it.
Buffalo Bill.
oh my God,
I just thought
sure
titty
is.
skin was hilarious, so I wrote titty skin.
that's the name of my new deathcore band.
Oh man, I played drums for titty skin.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
So
yeah.
she Vicky runs off and hides in a locker, and this is one of this shot is fucking awesome. Art, Art comes awkwardly walking into the room again, and it's like this peephole camera shot where you just see Art. It's like all black, and there's just a circle, and you can see Art, and he's pointing at the hole.
Yep.
Like he knows she's in there. It is amazing.
It's great.
And
And,
then-
the shots of her eye are just beautifully lit. Like,
Yeah.
it just looks really great. It looks
Oh
great.
yeah. Speaking of Hitchcock all over again.
Yeah,
This is very so good. And then what was Will?
Yes, Will.
Will decides to fuck off, and then for some unknown reason, there is a doormat outside of a
this.
fucking factory with a spare key. What the fuck? Who puts a
This-
doormat outside of a factory?
Garage, office building,
Yeah.
down, broken down toilet having factory. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently an apartment
Needs a welcome.
complex.
Come on in.
Yep.
It's got a door knocker too.
Yeah, wipe your feet. So the Will gets into the factory.
I'm sorry. I'm just remembering how quickly he's fucking in this movie.
Yeah, he's barely in this thing. So he walks in, he finds Vicky and him find each other after Vicky's been brutally whipped.
No. No, he doesn't find her. He goes in, sees a couple little blood drops, follows it
Oh,
with
that's
looking
right.
down. We got a mop that
I mixed
drops
him and
scare.
Mike up.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Because Mike's still alive.
interchangeable exterminators.
Yes, indeed.
And he's looking down, he sees the baby, and he's like, "Oh, that's kind of cute." Art pops up behind him, stabs him through the top of the head with the mop, which is, I'm pretty sure, was already a broken handle. So that was a red flag right there. But he stabs him through the top of the head.
Yes, he does what Lil Wayne says, and I've used this before on the podcast. Pops his top like a canned good, as Lil Wayne
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Fucking amazing. Oh, Little Wayne is a fucking magician with words.
So Art pops his top like a canned good, saws his neck, rips his head back, and then just rips his head off, and then just rolls it off to the side.
He puts it down and boots it.
Does he? I thought he just went like, "All right, cool, bye-bye."
He puts it down on the ground and then just hooks
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like he puts it down so gingerly too. He's just like boop, and I'm like, oh okay, and then he just kicks the fuck out of it.
It's good.
Yeah. There's so many moments like that I'm curious if they were even fucking scripted.
I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't, honestly. Where Damien Leone just looked at David Howard Thornton and went, "Play with it.
Yeah.
Go for it."
You might as well. You got somebody that fucking talented. You got to.
Yeah.
For sure.
Seriously.
He's just so unsettling.
Yeah, I even put it here. Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh, pops top off like a canned good. I fucking love that.
I drew a picture of Lil Wayne right next to it. Too.
Yeah. How weird.
Stabs him in the head, cuts head off, then kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, he just boots it off. So at this point, Vicky leaves the locker,
Yep.
and Art comes. She's crawling around trying to find a way out, and then Art just saunters by on the world's tiniest bicycle.
He fucking rolls up on a tricycle, just happy as a kid. Just, yay!
It's so good too.
Oh my god.
Yep.
And it's just to be like, oh, I still know you're here.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
He
'Cause
looks
just,
right at her,
Yeah, he just cycles up and then takes off.
and then
And is he honking the
crashes.
horn? Is he honking the horn on the bike? Yeah. I love his horn. I love his horn.
Oh
The
my
horn,
God.
his horn scene in 2 is way better though. But
It's
we'll
so
get to
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
His horn scene at the end of this movie is just upsetting too. It's great. So Vicky's trying to sneak out, and we get, oh god, Art's right here. He puts saran wrap over her face, and it's a super long scene of him trying to smother her with saran wrap. Yes. I mean, I know it makes sense. I was
know,
thinking
yeah.
the same exact thing, but at the same point, it's just like,
Shock.
listen.
She's in shock.
Yeah,
She's
it's
in
like,
shock, yeah.
oh god, this is happening. Oh god, blah, 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 blah. What do I do? Just rips the thing.
Oh, wait
and
a
then-
minute. It's plastic. This is how I get my bananas out.
I love how she rips the saran wrap, and you just take a moment. She's like, oh god. Art's looking at her like, how the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, this sucks.
I swear this has never happened to me before.
He's not having a good day.
No, everyone's thwarting my plans. Damn it.
And then she grabs a giant old nail and stabs him in the foot, which is amazing because his reaction is just to fucking flip her off.
She takes off running, and he just silently goes like, fuck you.
So good.
This is where we find out that Mike is still alive. He's
Yes.
crawling around. Art smashed his phone when I think it might have been Will on the other end was like, it
was Will,
It's
yeah.
late o'clock at night, dude. Let's
Yeah.
not do this right now. So Mike's still alive.
Then she finds Tara
Yep.
and cries
With the circus sign.
for a lot of crying.
Oh my god. And then
much
we see the wonderful Cat of Nine Tails. Oh.
Pinky.
He goes to town and is enjoying every single second of this as we watch just whip after whip after whip after whip. It sticks
Same.
into her leg at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great in 2, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
It's like, oh. So Cat of Nine Tails is happening. Mike shows up with his like exterminator juices. That sounds wrong. His
No, you're right.
his spray.
No, you're right.
His exterminator juices spray.
Yes, that's right.
Conks Art on the head and it's like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They start taking off. You're still on the juices thing, aren't you?
No, I'm the next step ahead. They go into this room and there's a phone literally 5 fucking feet away from them.
Listen, we've already established that this building makes no fucking
But
sense.
also Vicky, it establishes that Vicky's dumber than a bag of rocks because she's like, don't leave me. Bitch, the phone's right there. You
Yeah.
can see me. It's
There's
not
a
like
little
it's in another
spotlight on
room. And she's like, no. And you're like, fucking chill. I'm like trying to help you. It's right the fuck there. Good Lord. There was the moment where I was like, why is she still alive? Why is she still alive? Tara's dead.
Yeah.
We got stuck with Vicky, but we got the best Vicky scene at the end of fucking Terrifier 2. So that's why she's still here.
True.
Mike
Yeah.
calls the cops and they're like, well, what's happening? He's like, I don't fucking know. There's a clown here. Shit's fucked up. People are dead. Just get your asses down here. Sir, stay calm and stay on the line. Fuck that. We're getting out of here. You just get your asses down here.
Yeah. He's killed people.
Yeah. So they start like trying to get out of there. They find another locked door, of course. Mike starts looking for
This
something.
one locked with a chain this time.
Yeah. Mike starts looking for something to knock it open. Art comes around the corner with the can of juices and just knocks Mike, hits him in the face, hits him again, and
Really was a big fan of American History X.
Yes.
it's gonna sound horrible. I love a good curb stomp scene.
Who
doesn't?
Yeah.
It like,
Yep.
there's a ton of people that like love the one in Rob Zombie's H2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Classic.
People can gripe all about Halloween 2018 all they want. I still love that scene regardless.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Like, he just bashes him in the face and then squish.
Yeah.
And honestly, when we see Mike a little bit later, it's not that bad. Like, it's a quick little recap. It's not as bad as it looked.
Well, that happens. I don't want to get too ahead, but that happens in T2 also, where like Art straight up blows the mom's head to smithereens,
yeah.
and then it's still together.
Yes,
Which,
yes,
yeah. So
that's true.
there's
no rules!
continuity doesn't fucking matter apparently, as long as it's really gory in the moment.
Yep.
Exactly.
A head can still be in one piece. Or pieces.
Yes. Either way,
Reese's Pieces.
Art squishes Mike's face with his boot.
Yeah.
Vicky is trying to smash her way out with like a pipe, I think.
Yeah.
And then Art gets up behind her and like grabs her. I think she like
chokes her from behind.
But doesn't she like? It looks like she kind of just thumbs his eye. Was
Yeah,
it
I
her
don't know
thumb
what
or did she
does.
have something?
Yeah, I think she does just like sort of.
Yeah.
Either way, Art's like, God damn it, this shit again. She gets out of the room, chases her to like a garage section where you see Will's truck, and then there's a door that says "Keep out." She goes into it, breaking all the fucking rules tonight.
My notes say Vicky gets out of building and then goes back into building.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. She literally runs out one door and then just goes back into another one. You're like, you're out! Leave!
I'll be safe in here. Yeah.
She tries to get in through the door and has to duck down under the chains. Art catches up, is like grabbing at her.
Grabs her hair and rips a
some
chunk
of
of it off.
Oh.
So good.
And then this is the horn scene that I love, where he just goes like, "God damn it, I'll get you!" And she's screaming like, "Fucking stop, man!" And he's just having a time.
Yeah, he has the time of his life. You know, he really enjoys his work.
Yeah. And he's damn good at his work.
He's really
right.
good at it, and he overcomes a lot of adversity in this movie, and manages to keep a good
It's really-
spirit.
It's really a story about Art.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
him finding a way in life.
Yeah,
Trying to make friends.
he just swims. He just swims up the river, you know, and people just don't understand him.
He's just different. Yeah.
That's right.
Not a
He's just
phase,
different.
it's not a phase, Mom.
Oh man. So then we hear the police sirens,
Yep.
cop
Finally,
cars
yes.
coming in the distance, and she looks out the crack, and a truck. I love the fact that the lights don't turn on, but a truck just starts and fucking right at the door, and
She gets a little bit away, but it still catches her.
yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be. She got a little bit away at all. It was just
Oh, shit.
they had one shot. They were like, "All right, we're doing this in one shot, so
Yeah.
you better get the fuck out of the way." And the angle of the
If
camera.
not, sorry.
Yeah.
He smashes through the door. Vicky gets like hit across the ground, and Art's just blasting music and just dancing, like drumming along on the steering wheel. Just
To the most amazing jazz I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
Like, fucking love that song, and I need to know
Yes.
who it is because I want more of it.
yes,
It
I
is a
love that
great
really
song.
weird shit. Like, I don't know if you've heard Too Many Zoos. Those dudes are fucking
Yes.
crazy good. Anyways,
I've heard too many cooks.
in the kitchen,
Yeah, too many cooks.
that is a short.
Too many cooks. Yeah, that's a long 11 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
That I have watched way too many times to happily admit.
Have you guys seen that?
I have not.
No.
Oh my god, it's an old. I'm pretty sure Adult Swim.
It was Adult Swim,
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day.
It's 11 minutes of pure chaos, and it is.
Ooh,
it
okay.
feels longer than 11 minutes.
It's so good. So good.
You need to watch Too Many Cooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're sitting there going, "What the fuck is happening?" Anyway, so Art goes up. Vicky's on the ground, and the cops show up. Just
Eating her face.
yeah, he
Snacking.
just
Yeah.
has a time.
It's so
As
good.
one does.
The cops come in and they're like, "Freeze! Don't you fucking move!" Art is just laughing to himself, and they're like, "Put your hands up!" And he puts one hand up and goes, like, "Whatever. Who? What are you gonna do? Tell on me?" And then he reaches down to his right boot, and they're like, "The right one too." It's like, "Put it up, or I'll shoot you." He pulls out a gun, turns around, and puts it in his mouth. They're like, no, don't shoot yourself.
We wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Welcome to America, bitch.
Explodes the back of his head out with a bullet.
buddy.
Yeah.
That's so good.
They're also just like, damn it. He got himself.
Yep.
And it does rob the satisfaction of like he even goes out his own way, you know?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
that does make it upsetting that it's all on his terms.
You can't get me, bitch.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really go out because then we get a cut to a coroner's office, and 2 bodies are brought in. It is Mike.
Yeah, one where it's like you could probably find out his ID by the dental records. You just have to dig out his teeth from the back of his skull.
And then
Again, he does not look as bad as when we saw him when we crushed.
no, it's
That's
just
true.
like he looks like a giant mouth.
Yeah.
Like
He
that's-
looks like one of the what are they? The clickers from Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just very kind of looking.
And then the coroner has one of the best lines. He asks for a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and they're like, "How can you eat this stuff?"
Or something with bacon.
yeah,
Something with bacon. Yeah.
I had to write this line down word for word because I was like, "Fucking Jesus Christ!" He says, "Once you've seen an 8-month-old
Oh my god.
microwave to death, everything else is just old hat," and they're
Yep.
like, "Fair enough," and I fuck off.
Yeah. Your bacon
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
That's the best written line in
Yeah, it's
both
wild.
movies.
It's wild.
Fuck, I feel like Damien Leone was sitting on that. He's like, where do I use this?
right now. So the coroner unzips and goes, "Let's look at the man of the hour." Unzips. Well, he unclips Art first, and it's just Art just when that wasn't his face when he shot himself in the head.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Lights start flickering, things are moving around, sounds, voices. It cuts back and Art just grabs him by the throat and just starts choking him.
Yep.
And then it cuts away to the he kind of like rips his throat.
Rips his throat, but yeah.
Yep. Then it cuts to a year later after Vicky going through rehabilitation, physical therapy, all sorts and such. And
The
it's
worst
like
face
Oh man.
the eye.
transplant ever.
Yeah,
And
she's
it's
getting
like-
ready for her medical malpractice lawsuit against the doctor who did her face. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, you're going to be okay. And just, have fun in life. Oh, yeah.
like
good
just
luck on that.
smile. Just
Yeah.
smile.
And good luck on that interview. Turns around, it's like, that's the girl.
Yep.
It's all comes full circle.
Full circle. And we get full circle in 2 also.
Yeah, we do.
So
Yes, we do.
But that was Terrifier 1.
it is
Yay.
Terrifier Uno. Yeah.
And let
So
me
at
ask you guys a question.
Yar.
Do you think Art is a person and then gets resurrected by a demon because he's doing such good work? Or do you think he's always been bad?
All right. So do you want me to answer that in the sense of the first time I saw Terrifier before I read everything that Damien Leone had planned for Art the Clown? Or do you want me to answer it as I already know what Damien Leone has planned?
Good question. Good. Okay. Let's just say just watching Terrifier 1. What are your feelings?
I had my initial thought the very first time I watched it was, how the fuck does nobody know about this movie? Because it's amazing. I'm so glad that it's like a global phenomenon now. Like,
Yes,
it's amazing. But as soon as he blew his brains out, I was like, all right, dope. It was cool to see that character come back from All Hallows Eve. I'm glad he got his own movie. Now we can move on, and maybe Damien will do something different.
Surprise!
In the sense of like what John Carpenter originally wanted to do with the Halloween movies.
Right.
But when he came back to life, I was just like, with all the flashing lights and shit, my mind immediately went to my favorite horror franchise character of all time, Chucky. I was like, oh shit. He's calling on Dembula, and he's coming the fuck back. I was like, I'm here for this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Hail Santa.
yeah, but that's where I was at for it. That's why it just
I was in a
Pure-
similar place. Yep.
satanic beauty in its best.
I wrote a note for the end of 2 after watching it last night. Part of it is like, is Art a demon himself? Like, I don't know all the shit that Damien Leone
I
in his
also
plans.
don't. Yep.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
either.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll jump into that for a quick second. So
Yeah.
what Terrifier 2 is as a movie was his script for what Terrifier was supposed to be. It was supposed to literally be an angel versus a demon, but like
Oh.
set in a gritty city.
Right. 2 is very mythological.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So that was the original. That was the original script.
That makes
When
sense.
he tried to sell it, nobody fucking wanted it. So we got Terrifier. He was
That's
just like,
exactly
"Fuck
what
it."
happened with the Raid and the Raid 2. And like,
Right.
it makes sense because I seeing, and we'll talk about this more on the next thing, but seeing Terrifier 2 in theaters, I was like, I'm so fucking glad this movie exists and it's not in like a totally butchered form. Like, this is a 2 hour and 20-minute horror movie
Yep.
that goes balls out. And the fact that it wasn't just completely destroyed, the fact that it exists in its pure uncut, but it's like, you have to do something like Terrifier 1 to like gain enough infamy so that you can do that. So that makes perfect sense.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm assuming this is where we're going with 3, especially seeing as the general public at this point in time that is a fan of Damien Leone and the Terrifier movies knows this bitch is taking place on Christmas. So
Fuck yeah.
I'm hoping for all of the Christian blasphemy this time.
Yes.
I want them to go so hard
Yes,
with
they
this.
do need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
There's going to be a kill with a crucifix. There's going to be,
I hope so.
or like some other form of, probably Art's going to sodomize something with a crucifix.
I mean,
One can only hope.
we could only be so lucky.
Excuse me, Mr. Leone, I've got a kill for you.
have you seen The Exorcist?
Oh no!
Fuck me, father! Fuck me, father!
Your mother sucks cock in hell.
I volunteer as tribute. What?
If they haven't filmed it yet, Germaine is available as a future corpse.
Dude, seriously, I want to be in one of his movies so bad and just be brutal, like brutally taken out. That's
I would
my
love to.
dream.
Yep.
I don't want to be like big time famous. I just want to be in a horror movie and be
Just wanna be
fucking
murdered.
annihilated.
Yep, that's what my sister always says. She's like, I just want to get killed in a horror movie. It's like, is that so much to ask? Like, I don't want to be a
Life
star.
goals.
Yeah, it's the fucking dream. Any of us
Exactly.
could have been Clown Cafe kill victims.
Totally.
That fucking
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are half?
If
the
I had a
people in that
time
room?
machine, you know? Listen, it's kill Hitler or you get killed by Art the Clown. You have 2 choices.
Well,
That was a serious pause from all of us right now. Oh man.
what does that say about us? What the fuck?
We love horror movies, damn it.
That's right. That's a good one.
Don't read into that at all.
No.
No.
Sorry,
Anyway.
we're coming on here. We're going to get you guys canceled. I apologize.
No, not at all.
Usually that's me making those comments.
Let us just put this on the docket right now. Anti-Hitler, everybody?
Yes, anti-Hitler. Fuck Hitler.
yes. Yeah.
All right. Fuck that toothbrush mustache. Anyway, here on Spoiler Sleepover, we like to, at the end of our breakdowns, we like to rate our movies in a very creative way.
I love it.
But I think we both know where this one's going. Out of 10, how many split in half, upside down from crotch to cranium dawns would you give this movie?
Germaine, let's start with you.
Me first.
You first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 8. 8
8
split.
crotch to craniums.
Yeah.
8
Eight of
crotch
those-
to
8 of those
craniums from
vages.
Germaine. 8 of those vages. Vag-tastic. What about you, Mike?
Okay, on T1, I'm going 7 crotch to craniums.
Fair enough. Jason Michael.
I would probably have to say an 8 or 8.5 because it's so unsettling. Like, I love both of these movies. This one is more gritty and to me feels a bit more like dirty and just somehow more in reality than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for
like
sure.
that doesn't mean I hate 2. Like 2 is but this one just is visceral and I love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely a mood person. I'm generally an 8 or a 9 on this one. So I'll say 8.5
There you go.
in comparison to what my rating would be for 2. But so now that we've got our ratings out, at the actual end of all of our episodes, we like to thank people. Mainly because we wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for another podcast that is why we met each other. And so at the end, we just realized a lot of people move a lot of schedules around to make things happen for us.
which you guys moved a lot around to accommodate me. Thank you very much. My apologies
pleasure.
for being such a pain in the
Our
ass.
pleasure. Our pleasure.
So we like to thank a few people. We'd like to pass that off to you. If you have anybody you would like to thank publicly, we'll send it over to you guys.
Oh, great. Jermaine, do you want some time on this one, or do you want to take it away? You can thank me too, Jermaine. It's fine. Like
I do thank you. But I'm
sweet.
gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it with the theme of this episode. I'm gonna thank not anybody I know, but Damien Leone, because this the Terrifier franchise is what sparked yours and I, like, our whole thing and our podcast and our conversations about horror and horror movies, and gave us this kind of outlet and helped us find each other, and then helped us find people like you guys who are also part of the community. And so that's my thing.
You guys have a way better start to your podcast than ours. We were bitching about Scream 6, and I was like, let's record this shit.
Yeah. we decided to ease into it with Evil Dead Rise and go, this is a great movie.
Yeah, we're gonna
Let's
start with
fucking tear apart Scream 6 after.
that's as good a start as any. No, I
about
would
you,
mirror
Mike?
that. I would mirror that. I mean, without Terrifier 2, we wouldn't have started the podcast. So I do have to, just thank everyone involved in that movie. And also my sister Dana for wanting to marry Art the Clown. She's happily married, but she would give him up for Art the Clown. And we need more people like that in life. So those are my shout outs. Also my fiance for, just allowing me to lock myself away and just watch disgusting movies while she just like takes care of the house. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
I'll go first. I never go first on the
that.
thanks, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember. We record too much.
Yes, we do.
Well, I want to thank both of you. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this. This was something that we've been wanting to do for a really long time. And I was just like, we got to figure out a cool way to do this. And this was the coolest way to do this. I love, I'm going to fanboy out for a second. I love your guys' podcast. I know you guys have just been around for a quick toot right now, but like, you guys are fucking awesome. I weird my coworkers out. So I'm a prep chef. So I generally work alone. My coworkers come in. They're like, the fuck are you listening to? And I'm like, oh, it's just Dead Body Bathtub. And
Don't worry about it.
the head chef of the restaurant, Germaine, thinks, he's like, she's special. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
She's got her own thing going on. It's fucking amazing,
Hello?
though. But so I want to thank you guys. This has been fucking fantastic. Like, I'm really happy we're able to do this.
Likewise.
Thank you, Jason Michael. Always thank you for doing all the fucking editing shit when it comes down to audio, so that I can just focus on social media and making sure things like this happen.
Yeah.
And then I need to thank my partner also. She sat through both movies with me. And she didn't have to.
That is a good partner right there.
Yeah.
That is a good partner right there.
She was so upset with the first one and shockingly okay with the second one up until one scene. So,
Great.
yeah. What about you?
Of course, Rob, thank you. Mike, Germaine, thank the both of you again for not only accommodating when it was like, all right, cool, this is set in stone. Oh shit, I've got stuff to do that day. Hey, people that we're recording an episode with and that I've never met before, first impressions. But for being very accommodating and helping us to make this happen, thank you both very much. It's been fun, and I can't wait to record the second episode. This rules. This rules so much. I would like to thank Damien Leone, everyone, David Howard Thornton, everyone who was part of Terrifier and the Terrifier 2 and the upcoming Terrifier 3, which I cannot wait for. I would like to thank Camp Nightmare. Again, that's the other podcast where we got to know each other through their fan base, and we became great friends, found out we lived in accompanying states, but then I moved up to New Hampshire, and we have hung out and started a podcast from that. So
He wanted to be closer to me.
it's true.
That's beautiful.
And lastly, I would like to thank my wonderful partner who's all the way over in England and reluctantly sat through the first one with me and has said, I will love you but I'm not fucking watching that second one. Which is, I want to try and get her to do it, but
I
at the same
know.
one.
I get it.
Just tell her my partner did.
She'll be like, "That's great,
They can call each other. Good for them.
good for her. She can have it."
All right.
Jesus.
Well, that was 2016's Terrifier.
Woo.
And
Of course, please be sure to go check out Dead Body Bathtub on Instagram. Go search Dead Bod Pod. They were fantastic for this project, and go be sure to check out their episode of Terrifier 2. We will be over with them wherever you get your podcasts. And please help support them. Show them the Spoiler Sleepover love. They were fantastic with this project, and we cannot wait to have them on for more.
until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Thank you for listening to this episode of Spoiler Sleepover. But the fun doesn't stop here. Go follow us on Instagram at Spoiler Sleepover and check out our website www.spoilersleepover.com. It'll be fantastic of you. So until next time, sleep tight, suckers.
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Willow Tree Kitchen.
Willow Tree Kitchen is a one-woman owned and operated bakery currently slinging delicious vegan cookies, mixes, and baked goods out of Kitchen Local in Amesbury, Mass.
Follow Willow Tree Kitchen _ on Instagram, or go to their website at willowtreekitchen.com for more.